Hello, hello! Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host Sketchy. We are back with Reverse 1999. We'll be continuing Chapter 8 today. I'm interested what will happen, honestly, because I've been away from the main chapters for a while, considering that we did 2 side events back to back. That took a while, like a majority of the past month, effectively. So, we'll be doing as much as we can through this chapter. We'll try to do several parts of it, because that's the best way to gain my missing clear drops for the final summon on Kipirina's banner, because I have barely 3 days left. Well, today and 3 more days. So on Monday probably I'll be able to do the final pull. I'm like 300 short, effectively. So 90 from dailies for 3 days, and I'll get a little bit from the chapter parts, especially from the hard mode. Yeah, 60 here and 16 every subsequent one. Maybe we'll manage to gather enough today and do the pull. We'll see, I guess. It's not impossible if I'll read fast and not stutter. Okay, so let's get to it. Where did we left off? Huh. The part title is The Minotaur Tower. Minotaur, rather.
Lieutenant Muldir, about time. What was it? Did you stop for a picnic?
Oh, lay off her. She was meeting with her sister. A scalding comment. Moldy was supposed to be taking care of Miss Sotheby, and it seems she has abandoned her duties. Sotheby was fine on her own.
Admiral,
Save your excuses.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I know that she's a soldier under him, but in private they could act a little bit more relaxed.
It was my fault, Admiral. I ran into her on our way here. It's been a while since we last saw each other.
As her father glares at her, she quickly realizes that her attempt to cover for her sister is only making things worse.
Your performance on the training ground earlier was most impressive, Miss Lepera.
She breaks the awkward silence.
Allow me to introduce my team. This is Miss Sotheby.
Sotheby will probably make the introduction interesting. Sotheby smiles and curtsies. Ah, is that it?
And this is Lieutenant Lilia.
Wow, call me surprised. Sotheby didn't go on a tirade. I mean, I guess she is a proper lady after all. Lilia, make this interesting. He gives a brief salute. Wow, Lilia is being a professional as well today. Will the wonders never cease?
How's it going? I was previously assigned to HQ.
Right.
It seems your assignment here has done little for your discipline, Lopera.
The Admiral stands with his hands behind his back. He examines his undisciplined daughter, a grim look on his face.
You have new orders. I'm assigning you to accompany the Timekeeper and her team to Sao Paulo for the duration of their mission.
Lopera nods, but Lilia still has questions.
Me and Lepera? That's a whole lot of firepower. What are we expecting during this mission?
Oh, sorry, Lilia. I haven't had the chance to speak with you privately. The Admiral asked if you could stay on site to help with training their new recruits.
Oh, okay, so it's a swap, effectively.
What do you think? You can do as you wish.
Training up some new blood, eh? Well, as long as you think you can handle things without me, I can stick around to lend a hand. It will be just like the good old days back at the academy.
She knows that this isn't a request, but an order. Is it, though?
Thank you, Lieutenant.
He nods and smiles in thanks. His smile fades as he returns to his younger daughter.
As for you, Lepera, please show our guests to their rooms. And try not to overexert yourself.
Orders have been given to everyone present.
Lieutenant Lilia, stay for a moment.
Does he want something private from Lilia? Maybe some private assignment?
Lieutenant Moldier will bring some documents shortly. They should prove useful for your assignment.
Moldier, briefly out of the Admiral's sight, shrugs helplessly as her orders start to pile up. Lilia gives her a knowing smile. It's always like this. It's just part of the job.
Now, I have other business to attend to. If you'll excuse me.
Speaking of excuses, excuse me for a second, gonna grab something quickly. I'll be right back. Okay, we can continue. He turns and leaves, his imposing figure soon disappearing from sight. Lepera exhales, a long breath, snaps her fingers, and smiles as she heads towards the door. She turns to her guests.
Come on, let's go. I'll show you around. But stay close. This base can be a bit of a labyrinth. It's only missing a bloodthirsty minotaur lurking its halls. Well, I haven't seen him yet anyways.
Who will it be, though? Because I saw that a fight will be ahead. So who could that be, realistically?
The base here has been understaffed for some time. Whole sections are deserted. It can be dangerous. We don't usually allow guests to move about freely. Well, who am I kidding? We don't have any guests in the first place. Who'd come here for a visit? Scenic views of dead gardens and overgrown brush. In the spring, we have vine-tripping competitions. And in the summer, you can be part of our complimentary bug buffet.
Bug buffet? Excuse me?
Even the farmers back home had it better than these.
I guess now I'm just realizing what she said. Thinking views of dead gardens and overgrown brush, right? So, as they say, fuck all. In the spring we have vine tripping competitions because it's overgrown. Right. And bugs are free because they are all over the place. Gotcha. Now I get the joke. Kind of flew over my head initially. She leads the way, chewing on a piece of wolf's tail grass.
Before Zeno moved in, this was the fort of some Lisbon aristocrat.
The shadows of the old continent are everywhere here. The ghosts of the 18th century still clings to clinging to every mark on the marble columns.
There's only one place fully off limits here. That tower.
What about it? He points to a tower in the distance. Styled after Andalusian architecture. Jesus Christ, a tongue twister. Is it Andalusian or Andalusian? Either or. It stands ominously under the scorching sun, looming over the base with an eerie intensity.
What's in there?
It must be the Minotaur's lair!
Sure thing, Sotheby. Let's go with that.
Or a secret lab for super soldiers!
Sotheby's imagination is running wild again.
Imbued with the strength of an ox, the wits of a man, and the wings and fiery breath of a dragon!
Right.
Senora, this is a xenobase, not some chimera's nest. Besides, if there were any monsters in there, I would have heard them by now.
Were those the Admiral's exact words? That nobody is allowed inside the tower?
Yeah, that was what he said. Under no circumstances is anyone to be allowed inside.
Okay. Then a quick peek around wouldn't exactly violate the letter of that order. Wouldn't it? I mean, you can peek from the outside, that's true.
Miss Vertin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
This time around, possibly. Is there a treasure inside the tower? Is there? Would there be? Okay. Jesus Christ, we are getting spam from bots again. Let's do it like this. It will bump it off the screen at the very least. At the very least, the bot cannot ban me for spam. Cannot ban myself. I'll have to fiddle around with the chat app that I'm using for the Verticals chat, because for some reason it doesn't apply changes like banned users and the such when they are banned by the bot or automatically. Right.
Let me say this again. There are no monsters in that tower. And I am under orders to escort you directly to your rooms.
She blinks. Clearly, curiosity is only in the hearts of these new guests.
But if we were to say walk a bit too close and accidentally provoke some nearby creatures...
Cruising for bruising, as they say. Mischievous creatures often wander into the courtyards, and these new ones have appeared just in time.
Oh! How terrible! It seems trouble has found us!
Alright.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
Are those critters in flag colors, or is it just random rainbow colors? When casting a discard incantation, you must also select one incantation to discard. Okay. Oh,
Easy,
I
lad!
don't think it will come down
Let
to
me
that.
think on it.
No worries.
Gazai, Lily!
通幽动微，墨韵虚无。
Please, don't resist.
너 가슬인가?
What is this? Sunset in Sao Paulo. I'm guessing that this was the OST running in the background during the fight. Okay.
They gave
And
me
we have
quite a
80 in our
start.
pocket.
Thankfully, they were easy to handle.
So every fight will give me an 80 on normal. And I think 60 on hard again.
We can't let them run off. Who knows what damage they could do?
Lopera chases after the fleeing critters, who just happened to be heading in the direction of the tower. It is nothing more than a coincidence. The half-hour-long game of tag finally comes to an end.
Now where could they have gone?
So they've wasted half an hour on this. She searches for the colorful critters, a serious look on her face. In her concentration, she bumps into a wooden door flanked by lemon trees. Some kind of a rune? Or something? Glyph? Whatever the hell this is.
It may well be possible they fled into the tower.
Right. The door stands at the base of the tower.
Is this the entrance?
Timekeeper!
Clearly, this door is not supposed to be opened.
Mi viejo, the Admiral. He won't be happy with this.
With what exactly? We haven't done anything yet. The sight of it is tantalizing, just a touch and it will swing open, revealing all the mysteries within.
But why? Is there something hidden inside?
Well, presumably, something is. Claw marks line the wall and blood stains the door. Rabbit blood, bull blood, unblessed lamb blood. How would you recognize that it's unblessed? The wind stills the lemon trees, filling the air with the faint scent of bay and myrtle.
There's an arcane array on the door.
Okay, so it's an arcane array apparently. A whole ass array? Looks like a single glyph.
Is it to stop us from entering? Or to keep what's inside from coming out?
Could be either or. The arcane array looks ancient. It was weakened with time. She traces the markings with her fingertips, the blood flakes off, breaking a small gap in the array. Does it make it stop working?
I have no idea. We're soldiers. We follow orders, no questions. As mi viejo would say.
Right.
With all the flooding we've had, they probably shoved everything they wanted to keep safe and dry in there.
Lopera.
Adjust the mic a little bit. Okay, should be fine now. Moldy rushes from behind, putting an end to their little accidental adventure.
You get lost on your way to the guest room, Spera. You know better than to be here. Your ship will be leaving early tomorrow morning. Please return to your rooms and get some rest. This is a military base, not an amusement park. Please, do not wander about, especially near restricted areas.
Let me check something out of curiosity. Is Moldir also a character that you can pull and play? Apparently yes. Okay, she is a unit. Duly noted.
My apologies, Lieutenant. Perhaps you could point us in the right direction.
He steals one more look at the tower as they leave. The fruits on the lemon trees are plump and juicy. The old beast blood array appears dark in the sunlight. Okie doke. The wooden door creaks open a little, allowing an insect to fly in through the gap.
The seal. It's gone.
Oh, so someone was inside? Presumably. Inside the tower, the sole prisoner has been quietly listening to the conversation. There's a ship leaving tomorrow morning. Who is it? As the footsteps trail off, she gently pushes the door. The seal is indeed gone. She's free. Who the hell did they free? And how exactly will this become a problem? Because I'm sure it will. Getting hiccups, sorry. Okay, part 8, Riptide. A journey awaits. A journey always starts with a farewell. Sorry, misread that.
Here, put this on, Pera. It will allow me to track you should anything happen.
What is it? She fastens a small button to her sister's collar. This button connects the two of them tightly. With this, they will always be able to fight each other, no matter where they are. So, an arcane device of some sort? The kiss on both cheeks.
You'll remember to bring father a souvenir this time, yes? And promise me you will be careful. I do not wish for our Pera to buy the farm just yet.
I always found that term peculiar, honestly. It's effectively an idiom in other languages. There's nothing perfectly equivalent in Polish, for example.
Don't worry about me, Molly. Worry about them. I'll kill them all if I have to. Every last one.
Bloodthirsty is she. She makes sure to emphasize the totality of her determination.
All right. Enough blabbering. Do you two always share this little heart-to-hearts whenever you leave? I got nothing to say except bye.
You know, Lilia, the difference is that you are not exactly close to anyone.
Or is the tortoise suddenly not so worried about its speed?
The ship signals its imminent departure.
Sotheby, do we have everything?
Naturally. Miss Sotheby is always ready to travel.
It only now just sinks in for me that Sotheby is our main team member for this mission. This will be interesting.
The ship is boarding now. After it departs, I will spend some time gathering intel on Mr. Duncan.
This is effectively the first mission for Sotheby, isn't it? If you don't count the outing that she had with Matilda in the library.
Thank you.
We should be able to find them in the flesh once we get to town. Duncan and I go way back. And I'll introduce you to another friend. She lives in a bottle.
I beg your finest pardon? She does what now? Also, I recall that Duncan character visually. I've seen him in some trailers and whatnot.
I'd be delighted to meet your friends. We should be going now.
Okay.
Lilia, I've told Admiral Eagle that he can rely on you for further assistance as necessary. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I'll do whatever needs doing. Счастливого пути!
Right. Igor's office. Having seen off their guests, Lieutenant Moldir returns to the Admiral's office to report an incident from the previous night.
Admiral, a prisoner has gone missing from the tower.
Right. And who was that? She lowers her head as she awkwardly delivers her report.
We'll make sure it's kept under wraps. The seal was broken, and we are still investigating who might have been involved. I did encounter the timekeeper, Miss Sotheby and Lopera, near the tower yesterday. Still, I see no reason to suspect them.
Well, effectively they did fuck up. They broke the seal. They were the only people she saw near the tower yesterday.
The timekeeper doesn't have any incentive, and Lopera... No, she wouldn't be involved.
Yeah, timekeeper wouldn't have any incentive, but she also had no prerogative to be wary around that door either, so she kind of screwed up. Until last night, the tower held a single unlucky prisoner, a lamb to the slaughter. A stack of wheat in autumn, but now she has gotten away. What do you mean by that?
Find the prisoner, but don't attempt recapture. Let's see who she's been in touch with.
Okay, so we have a confirmation that it's a she. Okay.
Understood.
Lieutenant, this was a failure that must not be repeated.
He grits his teeth as he stares at the map before him. Zeno shouldn't be like this. Well, in the end, this was a failure of communication. They didn't inform the team that they shouldn't approach the tower. Or rather, why shouldn't they approach the tower? The ship departs, and before long, a dozen rowboats have surrounded it.
Oh, look at those strange cowboys. What are they doing with those hooks? Are they trying to hitch a ride?
What now?
Yes, they will use those hooks to grab onto the side of the ship and moor their boats to ours.
Huh, that was a thing, actually? Just as she said, the boats throw their hooks, latch onto the ship, and a number of people clamber aboard. They are traders hawking homemade trinkets. Lopera politely declines them all.
Take this, timekeeper.
A map?
What's this?
Just a map, in case we get separated.
Much obliged, I suppose. The map is marked with at least 3 safe routes.
These will show you the way from the harbor to the veterans' residence. Though, it can't show you the safest way. For that, you'll need me.
Right.
But what am I saying? San Paulo is perfectly safe. That's what the politicians say anyways. Never mind the talk of gangs, cartels, and greedy multinational corporations. Pure slander.
Thank you for the warning, and the map. Let's hope I won't find any occasion to use it.
I hope so too. Well, we have a long cruise ahead. I'll leave it to your business. At the mice.
She waves goodbye, making her way through the energetic traders and the other side of the deck. And to the other side of the deck, sorry. The traders scamper around like little mice. Having made their sales, they are now scrambling to get a plate of food from the chef. Chef, right. That's how you pronounce it. Chef, I think. I rarely have occasion to use that word.
So the kitchen even prepares food for them?
No line cutting. You boy, back to your place.
That's a deep voice.
Queue up, or there will be no dinner for you tonight.
The chef taps his metal spoon, sending the boy back to his place in the queue. The boy sneakily grabs a few flatbreads, tucks them under his shirt and scurries away. Well, we have a thief. He bumps into Sotheby, crashing to the floor along with his stolen goods.
Hey, out of my way!
He stuffs the bread under his shirt again before running off. As he passes, Sotheby notices a glint of arcane skill in his eyes. He runs like a child enchanted by the Rattlefanger as he bolts towards the corner of the cabin.
Miss Vertin, did you notice that boy? Wasn't he awfully strange?
Strange in what way?
You're right. Come on, let's go see what he's up to.
Maybe he was mind-controlled or something? A woman hides in the shadows. Her face is familiar, but she wears an entirely new outfit. Is it really her, the lady at Tuesday's motel?
It's you.
Oh! It's that girl. The bread-stealing child is gone. So she was controlling a boy to get the food? Was she the prisoner? I mean, we know her from Tuesday's motel as Kimberly, but I doubt that's her real name. So those happenings are after the Tuesday's motel event, the Route 77. Instead of Miss Kimberly is curled up in the corner, stuffing bread into her mouth with both hands. So she does eat normal things. She stops and looks up, surprise in her eyes.
Oh, Burton!
It is indeed I.
How? What are you doing here?
Same question to you, I suppose.
I was about to ask you the very same question.
Exactly. The farewell at the Tuesday's motel last month wasn't exactly pleasant. So it was a month since then. Duly noted. But she looks starved now.
Is this a new friend, Burton? A pleasure to meet you.
Friend might be a little bit of a stretch. Sotheby approaches, but Kimberly looks terrified. She freezes a sticky lump of dough dropping from the corner of her mouth.
Please, take this.
She offers a chocolate bar. After a moment's hesitation, Kimberly swallows, grabs the bar, and shoves it into her mouth.
Oh, thank you.
I still don't think that she's friend-shaped. She licks her fingers clean like a ravenous child.
Have you found what you lost since we last
Hey there,
met?
mate. Bump indeed. I was erasing spam messages from the screen, so that's why the messages are there. Unfortunately, I'm regularly getting spam bots on my streams. In the way that my vertical chat works, the messages aren't deleted together with the user, unfortunately. So that's the reason. Found what you lost since... Have you found what you lost since we last met? Does Twitch let you add banned words? Yes, but the thing is that despite the user getting banned, the way that my add-on for vertical chat works, it doesn't show that the messages has been deleted. It deletes from the Twitch, but not from my screen. It's weird like that. I'll have to fiddle around with it and see if I can change it. Probably it should be possible, I think. Otherwise I'll have to change the add-on that I'm using. She looks cute in this outfit. her face falls, it appears not.
Perhaps I could help.
Maybe you can add a command to let the bot add text in your screen when it happens. That could be a problem when we have more lively chat eventually, so that will be a temporary solution, but not a perfect one. I'd rather not. That would be an absolute last solution that I would go to. It will be doable, but it will be unwieldy, to say the least.
Thank you, but I would prefer to do this on my own.
What are you even doing, Miss Kimberly? What are you doing here?
I was the one who lost it, and I will be the one to get it back.
She's unwilling to cooperate, but there's no hostility. A strange and contradictory figure, an arcanist who seems to be on the verge of reformation. Is she though? That's a stretch and a jump to conclusions. We are just not opposing her at the moment. Why do her gloves have claws though? Well, about that. She seems to be less of a person and more of a creature from what we've seen. During the event that we've done, the Glory to the Golden City, she appeared out of nowhere when someone used a specific item, like a genie from a lamp, and then she was bound to the person as an attack dog of sorts, and she was sent at Matilda to attack her, and she was incredibly powerful for an arcanist back then. So far I'm thinking that she's not exactly a person. Also, she acts very weird.
This ship is headed to Sao Paulo. Is that where you're heading as well? Would you like to accompany us?
Right now she's very polite and civil, but we've seen what she's capable of.
Sao Paulo? I don't...
Is the ship's only the destination? Where else could she go? Yeah, I'm thinking that she was the prisoner in that tower. Probably. She just hitched a ride, not knowing where the ship was going, even.
There isn't anything for me there. Only a bit of misery and pain. There's no more dancing, no feasts or banquets, no...
Her eyes dart away. There's nothing there.
No. I would rather we simply part ways here, Miss Virgin. Farewell and pleasant journeys. I'm indebted to you for your kindness.
I still don't think that she's friend-shaped.
Ah, and your friend here. Aren't you just a sweetheart? Oh, I could just gobble you up for tea.
Would you kindly not do that? We need Sotheby. She is friend-shaped. We need her. Also, pay attention to those fangs of her. I'm thinking that she might be a vampire or something similar. She reaches out and pinches Sotheby's cheek.
Oh, madam, please, you... This simply isn't proper or ladylike.
For a punk female character? What is that exactly? Kimberly smiles as if she has shed the baggage of the previous encounter and disappears into the crowd. There's an old legend told in the desert peninsula, encountering a demon is always a sign of bad things to come. Just for fashion in anime, I guess it is a thing, but I don't think that they are using tropes like this in here. In Reverse 1999, every design element is very deliberate from what I've seen. Honestly, they rarely resort to little anime trappings like that. Arts of the past. So, this is part of that investigation, right. So, it's some info about Kimberly herself. Collect fragments to unlock monologues, right. A dazzling necklace that once belonged to an innocent heart. Stolen by a young pickpocket during her wanderings and when traded for a few days worth of food. And then traded for a few days of worth of food money. Okay. Okay, so this is Kimberly. Under the dazzling chandelier, they indulge in toasts, dances, and self-congratulations, whispering lip to ear in high spirits. As the end of the red-carpeted stairs, the object of the discussion finally arrives, lifting her skirt, offering a slightly apologetic smile. She seems snake-themed. Kind of. I guess, in a sense. Like a Lamia or a Naga, something like that. Matahari, my darling. Okay, that's an interesting title. The rich and powerful are reduced to bumbling fools with only a coy smile. People gather and cheer, fervently chanting the hostess's name, circling at her feet, offering gold, offering jewels, and offering their loyal heart. Accompanying the hostess is her sister, like a shadow at her side. Whispers of this one echo through the depths of the mansion. The little girl who grew up in her sister's shadow rules this mansion-sized kingdom. A child accustomed to the tearing apart hot roast chicken? Accustomed to tearing apart hot roast chicken with her hands, wiping grease from her mouth with her dress, and banging her tail on the chandelier as it were a wind chime. She roams the back garden seated on a pony, laughing uncontrollably on its back as the scent of the blood from the servant's thorn-pierced legs fill the air. That's a weird image. Gentlemen love her innocent malice, clapping to please her all the while. That is until a bullet pierces her sister's head. Fate reclaims all it has given. Just as a man has banished from paradise? Just as man was banished from paradise, and so commences the prelude to wandering and exile. Merchants and drunken paupers covet her treasures. A farmer's wife exchanges a basket of cream cakes and eggs for her jewels. A child trades a wild flower for her hairpins. Finally, her dress is covered in dust, and the ornaments on her neck and wrists are all gone, like Inanna's encounter with the queen of the underworld. More malicious people end up wounded by her claws. Hunters love the scent of blood swarming for her bounty. So she hides in the forest, hides in the meadows, hides in the barn. Milk and meat runs across the pasture, grains fill the warehouse. She searches everywhere but cannot find food of her own. Where did all this change, sister? Well, why are my clothes always dusty? Why haven't the mansion servants come to find me? As her claws soak in the blood of a young rabbit that's jumped out of the burrow, she feels an intense hunger for her first time in her life. So, from this, I'm gathering that she was some kind of a noble lady of sorts. Well, she was well off very much, and for some reason she lost her position and had to fend off on her own. Something like that. Okay. Interesting. Let me check something. Right, Kimberly is still an NPC. She's not a playable character for the time being, it seems. Wasn't Matahari an Indian fatal revenge spirit? Something like that. You might be correct on that. So it's an interesting title to give her. She's going to become a playable character, and you know it? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I caught that little thief. His bones were as fragile and thin as twigs, but his newly grown teeth were sharp. Otherwise, I wouldn't have let him go. Okay. So that's one part of the puzzle. As we go through this chapter, we are getting snippets about characters involved. Okay, next part, and this one will be a fight. Duly noted. Waterway to Hell. That's a title and a half. Aboard the alligator. The wind blows through Lopera's hair. The tourists gather at the ship's edge, watching the locals in small boats approaching the cruise ship.
A few treats to buy their worship, and they call it kindness. How undignified to be reduced to begging for scraps like a dog.
No, she's playable? Is she? Maybe under a different name then. Because honestly, we knew that Miss Kimberly is probably not her real name, so maybe she's playable as a different named character. That could be true. I haven't seen her on banners or anything. I don't think, at least. Maybe I missed that completely. Also, this guy has quite a lisp when he's speaking. The children on the boats wave their hands and shout in an attempt to attract the tourists' attention. The crew and onboard priests have packed supplies for the tourists to buy and throw to the impoverished children. All part of the tour experience. Wow. Almost like feeding ducks, but it's poor children.
Dignity doesn't count for much in the face of hunger.
That's true. The stranger nods, though he doesn't seem to completely agree.
Yet no man can live by bread alone.
Huh. That's an interesting looking NPC, and he has all the colors of a Manus Vindictae member. The usual dark blues and blacks. I'm thinking that he's a member of the Order. Order of Enlightenment, or the main branch, the Manus Vindictae itself.
And yet none can live without it.
You're a clever girl, Senora. But I hear from your accent you are no local. So what brings you to San Paulo? Business, ne? I have some business myself in the favelas.
Colombia, senor. And no, only a visit. To the San Paulo Veterans Residence. It's a safe place. If you find yourself in trouble, you should seek it out.
What about that sentence? Is it weird? I didn't catch anything weird in that. What about it?
Oh, is it now? Thank you. You're very kind to offer.
Right, because Senora in its own is a girl term. Right. So it's a clever girl, kind of. I guess. That's fair enough. Oh, is it now? Thank you. You are very kind to offer. And you are very well mannered for a Manus Vindicte person. Funny you say that, because Mrs. Miss is actually a person in one gacha game, in Goddess of Victory Nikkei to be exact. That's a name for a character, Mrs. Miss. Lopera idly tosses a small die up in the air and catches it in her hand again. The stranger's eyes follow the die as it traces its path.
Care for a game of dice, señorita?
What's the bet?
He glances at the black suitcase by the stranger's feet.
Well, let us bet against the goodness in one another.
And what exactly does that mean?
Let us say that the loser will cover the cost of all the food given to all the little vendedores today. In the winner's name, of course.
Okay. Second. Rearrange something.
That's no small wager, senor. Still, I appreciate the good game.
The stranger smiles as he watches Lopera drop the die on the table and shake it in a wooden cup. Pour myself a drink, 1 second.
High-low then. Who goes first?
Ladies first.
Low.
Let's make it more interesting. 6. If it rolls anything else, you win.
Honestly, his face itself makes me think of Eastern European cartoon character from the early 80s. 80s/90s. Back from the Soviet bloc era. I can't remember its name exactly, but it was very similar-ish down to the expression on the face. She shakes the cup again, the die unevenly tumbling around inside.
Do you mind? I lost, just as was meant to be. So then, I am to be the vehicle of grace today.
Well, he's taking that well. Was that planned?
Might I have your name, Senora? So that all may know the name which is to be sung in paradise today.
Yeah, he's absolutely an Manus Vindicte person.
Carlota Lopez Rivera. But it is Lopera, should you ask after me.
Lopera of Sao Paulo. The defeated stranger picks up the die. He notices something in its design and cracks a smile. Kitty, please, do you have to? Do not. Cease and desist, criminal scum. Gotta pay attention to her a little bit. He places it in Lopera's hand.
That's an interesting die you have there.
It was only luck.
Oh? Is that a panic in the background?
What's going on?
What
Do
happened?
as I say, all of you.
Oh, we've got pirates. Interesting. Jesus Christ, Kitty. From your tits. Bad Bunny arrived,
Look, Bertie.
does the treeing.
There are some more river cowboys over there.
I'm afraid they seem more like river pirates. Stay back, Sotheby. What do you want?
Where's the captain? We're changing destinations. The ship will be docking in the favela now.
How about no? Counter offer will kick your asses. How
Or
about
we'll
that?
blow it all to bits.
He flicks a lighter and lights a fuse of an explosive. He's panicked, clearly he's afraid of something.
Get out of the way!
Anyway, she started blasting. Lopera has already drawn her guns. But the crowd is panicking, she can't get a clear shot. I was talking about that recently. What is scarier than a wizard? A wizard with a gun. And that's a perfect example.
Hold your fire, Lipera. There are oil drums on board.
Okay, what about them? I mean, yeah, they could explode probably. Lopera notices the old drums stacked behind the crowd. A single mistake could turn the whole ship into a tomorrow's headline in Sao Paulo's papers. You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, you know? Okay, but in this case, breaking the eggs would break the whole goddamn pan, which is the ship. I mean, the people in the crowd would probably end crushed anyway. Probably. And now I have my cat on my lap. Okay. I have to placate her a little bit, or she won't give me the peace of mind.
Ugh, slimy rats.
Slimy rats indeed. She holsters her guns and charges forward with her bare fists. Fisticuffs it is. Okay, let's kick their asses.
Ah, 翻工了.
I really like that OST in the background. Neat.
Copy that.
I like this.
唔該晒 Lily.
通幽动微，莫运虚无。
Please, don't resist.
And let's explode them now.
Let me think on it.
Choose one incantation to discard, for example this. Okay, and let's go
Nowhere.
like this.
An interesting.
Easy 啦.
There we go. They are cooked.
天道必反，其势好还。
Breathe.
What a bloom!
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
And that's another 80 drops in the pocket. We're getting ever so close to the final pull on Kiperina's banner. Lopera grapples with the thug before wrestling him to the ground and punching him repeatedly in the nose. Okay. She tears the explosive off the pirate's body, but in that brief moment the thug manages to pull one of her guns from its holster. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Lopera!
The fight halts, the thug's trembling hand pointing the gun at Lopera. The oil drums are just a few steps away. Okay.
Either we go to the favela or to the bottom of the river. Claro? Make your call.
Could someone kindly break his neck? Never bring just fists into a gunfight? I mean, she brought the guns, but unfortunately they were used against her.
The favela. Are you with the Apostles' Brotherhood?
Probably.
Huh?
They forced you into doing this, didn't they? Hijack the ship and bring it to us. Is that right? Too bad for you. This ship won't be making any unplanned detours today.
Do you have some kind of an ace in the hole? The pirate's eyes widen as he freezes in place, only his legs trembling. Lopera hit the mark, but the thug's reaction is extreme. His finger tightens on the trigger as his teeth chatter nervously. Okay. He did shot, but what?
Estúpidos! Get down!
Okay. We got flashbanged. The bullet flies past her shoulder, instead piercing an old drum behind her. Great job, moron, now you're dead.
Blazebusters?
A blinding flash of light and a wave of heat hits them as the ship is quickly engulfed in flames. The ship lurches violently as the blast tears through the vessel, and water starts flooding into the hull. All the other crowd was dead anyway. I mean, they could just jump the ship at this point. They should, probably.
Oh my god!
Lifeboats! Get to the lifeboats now!
God help us! This is hell!
Panic breaks out as the ship starts to split in half. Wow, that was fast. More explosions follow. There's no sign of Miss Kimberly in the crowd. I mean, she'll be probably fine.
Hold the railings! Stay on the deck!
Lopera shouts from the water as she clings to a piece of floating wood. She gasps for air as she bobs up and down in the water. Chairs, benches and sailing gear disappear as the ship sinks further and further into the depths of the river. That's extremely fast sinking. Sotheby clutches the guardrail tightly, but the ship is almost vertical and sinking fast.
Let go, Sotheby! You need to jump now! Join Lopera!
Screams fill the air as the tourists cling on for dear life, watching their friends and family hurtle towards the river. Like overripe oranges, one by one they lose their grip and plunge into the depths. A weird allegory.
Burton!
Flames lick the guardrails, melting the ship's cheap materials. The explosions ring in her ears. It will be an unforgettable holiday, anything, right? The best thing out of this for the people on the ship will be the possibility of a insurance payoff. Sotheby closes her eyes and flings herself towards Lopera. Lucky for her, Lopera quickly grabs her hand and pulls her onto the wooden plank. And sick Christmas postcards they will send later on, right? Kitty, do you have to? I'm busy, you little creature. She is still on the ship. Why are you referring to as she? Vertin or whom? Ooh, an animation. Okay. With one final explosion, the ship is obliterated. The river swallows everything. You good there, Vertin? The sunlight ripples on the surface, growing farther and farther away. Right. Whose hand is this? Is that? Kimberly? Yeah, it's Kimberly.
Can't have you dying here.
Interesting, she's going to save us.
Keep meeting in these awkward situations.
I still don't trust her.
Consider my debt paid.
Hmm. Alright. So, Bertin got saved by Kimberly, apparently. Hmm. Let's take a look at those side events. Some people end up in prison simply because of the wrong friends. Unfortunately for her, she didn't have much of a choice in the matter. Read the contents. Special Incarcerations Records. Prisoner's name, Miss Kimberly. Right. Detention process. During the raid on the Apostles' Brotherhood stronghold, the subject was found alone, gnawing on a turkey leg, and was apprehended by Lieutenant Lopera's team. After interrogation, it was confirmed that the subject was indeed a follower of Manus Vindictae. I mean, it's kind of a stretch. She was effectively summoned by a Manus Vindictae member, and she was bound to follow the orders, but she was not a member per se. But she knew even less than a typical follower, did not participate in the local rebellion, and was not involved in the General Carlos' assassination. Therefore, unlike other deserters, she will not be executed but held in custody, awaiting Admiral Igor's decision. Just leave her be for now. Right. Gotcha. And the other one?
So, things went sideways. That's what happens when you put guns in the hands of amateurs.
Right you are. Also, a newer narrator. Interesting. He's also gruff-voiced, but not as gravelly as the first one.
But you handled the water better this time. You controlled your breathing, kept your airways clear, and only fools think there's any honor in it. You never expect to see a familiar face again. Not in times like these. Now I need you to listen. There's something you should know.
Okay.
The raid on the river was a ploy, and its mastermind is an old acquaintance. As for the ones who carried it out, you already heard about them this morning. They promised their followers they'd push south, and they did. With their supplies secured by a mysterious third party, they paraded through every town along the way, playing as liberators and taking out anyone they decided were their enemies. They swelled in numbers, larger than any local gang or cult had ever gotten before. Now they swarm across the land like a school of red-bellied piranhas, always hungry, ready to tear apart anything that crosses their path.
What happened to the others?
Chances are they're doing fine, just like you.
Somehow I can imagine this guy giving spoilers about the Bible. Right. The narrators in this game are like that. They are all very cryptic and mysterious with the wisdom they bestow.
Would have been nice if you caught what that little executioner and that gold-hearted gambler were talking about during their dice game. Guess you'll have to ask her later.
Why don't you tell me instead?
Listen, I'm not here to run your errands or play your messenger boy, so ask nicely. There's nothing more I need to tell you. For now.
Right. Another encounter with the mysterious narrator. He's there just to run his mouth. Yeah, this is basically every encounter with the quote-unquote narrator in those side events. He's just there to be mysterious. Is he retired by chance? Sounds like it. He sounds old, vaguely. Okay, Tender Pretender, Part 6. That's an interesting title. Okay.
The Brotherhood just took a beating from Zeno. If they're caught up with their own trouble, then we might have a golden opportunity to turn the people against them.
Who are you?
We can't lose anyone else to their lies.
The old man next to him casts his fishing line. The bobber floats quietly on the river's surface. Across the river, a water anaconda eyes the two men beneath the shadow of a snakewood tree. The fuck are those earbuds? I mean, presumably they are legally distinct, nondescript earbuds that they could use in the artwork.
What do you say? Want to talk about plans?
The old man doesn't speak. Instead, he removes his sunglasses and pushes a cup towards his friend.
Here, drink up.
Ah, it's this guy. Right.
Thanks. Listen, as much as I enjoy being out here all day, we've got to take action now. The sooner the better. Don't you think?
His ears must have a crazy grip. Well, about that, look at my earbuds. They are barely holding on anything and they work. You'd be surprised what a well-shaped earbud can do. The young man takes the glass and downs it in one gulp, as his friend suggested. But yours do not have two metal wires attached to them? True.
Hold your horses, young Eleno. Let me explain. Say I throw a punch at you now. Really hit you good. What next?
That's a weird suggestion.
Maybe you'll storm off at first. Then you round up your cousins. Maybe grab that Tommy gun you borrowed from Colonel Tiargo. Then you'll find me, all alone, and say, "You're done, you old fart!"
Okay, Mr. Duncan. The old man laughs, mimicking shooting with his hands.
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
He makes me think of Minsk from Baldur's Gate, somehow, with his demeanor.
What is all that supposed to mean?
I'm rambling. I mean, true enough that Lopere hit them hard, and we both know that the Brotherhood will aim to settle that score. And they won't wait long. But if we don't play this smart, it'll only cause them to lash out more. Still, we do have to consider one thing. Those who chose to follow them never come back.
If he's as good with his guns as with a needle, then they are as good as dead. Do you refer to his very specific shirt? That's almost all patchwork?
No. They don't.
So, let's seize the day. Grab opportunity by the horns, and maybe we stop losing more of our friends to those bastards. Right now, seems to me that Zeno is our best bet.
You need talent to achieve this kind of style. Right. Let me tell you about this style. It's called being poor. I know something of it. I'm something of a dabbler in it. The young man considers his proposition.
That just might work, old man. With the Brotherhood falling apart, Zeno will start to look pretty good to folks here.
Ah, but not so fast, kid. We need a little patience. Let the line out a little first. If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail.
Are they going to fish out Vertin and other people from that boat? His clothes are too clean to look poor. I'll argue with that. You can be poor and clean at the same time. Those are not mutually exclusive, in fact. Unless you are completely homeless and you have no access to the amenities, you can clean yourself and manage to take care of yourself at least minimally, even with the bare resources. Cleanliness and being taken care of is a choice of effort and less of money, really. Yes, but clothes get worn out eventually. Yes, but you can fix a lot. You can patchwork clothes until they effectively disintegrate on you. You can work wonders with some skill.
Got it! Excellent!
The old man jumps to his feet, reeling his fishing rod and fighting the unseen enemy in the water.
Don't think you can get away from me!
What did he catch there? I'm guessing that he'll pull out one of those people from the boat. The fishing line plunges down into the river, the rod bending into a crescent.
You like to wrestle, huh? All right, let's see who gets the upper hand. Old Duncan is not about to lose a battle to a fish!
It's a giant pufferfish, larger than any he's seen before.
Oh, sir! Do you see the size of its belly? It's huge!
That's what she said. It kinda bothered me though why they put a patch on his shirt and call it a day. Beats me. I don't know much about this character or his background, so I cannot really speculate. I'm just guessing there. What looks like a large green cake is floating inside its translucent belly.
What a deal! Catch one, get one free. How generous, Mother River. All right, jokes aside, Galeno. Come on, help me get her out.
Excuse me? I cannot exactly picture this. What is inside that fish? Old Duncan pulls out a knife and slices open the fish's belly. His catch bursts like a balloon, releasing air, water, and a girl. Is it Sotheby?
This has got to be the strangest thing you've ever fished out from the river.
Also, how the hell did he pull out a fish with a person inside on his arm? He has to be hella strong. Another castaway floats downstream.
Duncan! Duncan!
Right, because we are supposed to meet up with Duncan as well. Across the river, the water anaconda locks onto its target, slipping into the water and swimming towards her.
Duncan, look! She's got an anaconda chasing after her!
The water anaconda zigzags towards its prey.
I saw it. Don't you worry.
Old Duncan sets the soaked girl down before lifting a blowpipe and aiming at the snake. The dart strikes, quickly draining the anaconda of its strength. It sinks to the riverbed like a coil of old rope. 07 anaconda.
Hang in there, Lopera! Come this way, we'll get you! Here, take it!
He grabs a nearby vine and throws it into the water. Lopera grabs it and pulls herself towards the shore.
Thank goodness you were here to grab me.
She clambers onto the shore, shakes the water from her hair, and sits leaning back on her hands, breathing heavily. See, no dirty or wet clothes. Yeah, they are not exactly doing effects like that in this game. I think they don't even have prepared models for that.
But what are you doing all the way out here?
The only game that I can think of that does animations like that in visual novel sections like this would be Nikkei, I think. They do stupid crap like animating a single scene on a character where it gets a starfish thrown on her face, and they animated a whole model for that. But what are you doing all the way out here, right?
I was wondering the same thing about you, girl. Seems like a strange place for a swim. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the girl we just fished out over there.
Points to the little girl who rolled out of the fish's belly.
Sotheby!
Stale for said scenes using almost sketches or chibi characters. Yeah, true, but I haven't seen them use any of those anime trappings at all to date. I don't think it's really in their style, honestly. They kind of stick to realistic animations and graphics. They don't really do caricatures. She's still breathing. The air trapped in the fish's belly must have saved her life. Lopera crawls over to her companion and smacks her back, helping her spit out the water in her lungs.
Hey, can you hear me?
Easy now, Lopera. We just cut her out of that fish's belly.
Sotheby coughs out the water in her lungs as she regains consciousness.
You're a veritable Jonah, aren't you?
Speaking of Bible. A familiar face appears in her blurred vision.
I dreamt of a very, very big fish.
Spoilers, it was not a dream.
And I was in its belly. It was as wide as the sky. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, sure, Sotheby, it was a dream.
A terribly strange dream, Mr. Carson.
She's awake!
Mr. Carson?
Does he look like Mr. Carson? I mean, maybe a little bit. This is him. The man from the photograph is standing before her. She freezes. So they were referring to him? That he looks like Mr. Carson?
You... How?
The water slowly clears from her vision. The face before her is both familiar and strange. She knows it, yet she doesn't.
There's a little dirt on me. Here, and on the collar too. Oh goodness. Why am I here? What?
Mr. Carson kneels beside her, but he's wearing some very odd clothes.
Could it really be you, Mr. Carson?
Don't think he is.
Carson? You must be mistaken, little lady. My name is Duncan. I'm a friend of Lopera.
That's right. Sotheby, this is Duncan from the Veterans Residence. We've known each other for a long time. You must be confusing him with someone else.
That she is.
Now, up on your feet, little lady.
He takes her arm and pulls her out of the mud.
Mr. Carson! Oh, sorry. It's just... I didn't expect you to suddenly pull my arm.
Pardon me, little lady. We tend to be very straightforward here in the favela.
It's quite alright. Only... No, I just don't understand. You look exactly like Mr. Carson. How could you be anyone else?
Trying to recall how Mr. Carson looked like. Let me Google him. Is he really similar to...
Except
Duncan?
your attire. And those shoes.
A butler would never dress like this, sockless with patched up clothing. He notices the liquid swirling in his cup.
And the liquor?
Not proper at all. No, her butler would never drink in front of the lady of the house. Sotheby decides to take a bold guess. She jumps up and nervously grabs Mr. Duncan's shirt.
Oh, pardon me, little miss. Are you not comfortable with us drinking? Galeno, put the cup away for me, please.
And comparing Mr. Carson's picture to him, and the face is similar-ish, kind of, but only to a level that they could be family, kind of. So I'm thinking that he might be a distant relative or a descendant of Carson, maybe.
No, I only meant... Mr. Carson, it truly seems as though you've forgotten everything. Oh, but I'm being terribly unladylike.
She rambles incoherently. This behavior is totally against the lady's code of conduct, yet Mr. Carson remains utterly unfazed.
Still, you don't seem to mind at all.
Growing increasingly confused, Sotheby lowers her head, still clutching the hem of Mr. Carson's shirt.
I must be a dead ringer for this guy to have gotten you all flustered, little miss. Seems like you cared very deeply for this, Mr. Carson.
Yes, I did. So then, you really aren't him.
Sorry to disappoint, little lady, but I'm flattered by the resemblance. Maybe I can be your friend too. In fact, feel free to call me Carson. Why not? A rose by any other name, eh?
He's friend-shaped. The old man hooks his pinky with Sotheby and presses his thumb firmly against hers.
Mr. Carson.
I know how hard it can be. I lost my wife, and my comrade in arms. I even managed to lose his daughter, after I promised to take care of her.
That's unfortunate. Pretty sure that's his thumb, but okay. I mean, his thumb is here, and so is hers, and those are pinky fingers. Down there.
She'd have been just about your age. I'm rambling again. I suppose what I'm saying is, I know what it feels like to lose someone you love.
She looks lost. Unsure of what thing, but she still holds onto the old man's hand, seemingly making a small promise with him. Looking around, Sotheby realizes someone important is missing. Right, where the hell is Vertin? Floating down the river?
Oh no. But what about Miss Burton? We've lost her. Where could she be now? We must find her.
As far as we know, she's with Kimberly. Presumably.
Slow down. We need to think things through first. Those knuckleheads blew up the entire ship. Which means our comms belong to the Caymans now.
Everything is in disarray. There's no way to contact the timekeeper. They don't even know if she's alive.
Not to worry. I've been through worse. Back in 82 on the Rio Negro... Before I go rambling on again, let's head back to the city. Come on now. Trust good old Duncan.
I don't trust people who speak in third person on rule basis.
Sorry, I mean Carson. Trust Carson to lead the way.
He's role-playing at this point. Given servers are not closing soon, something tells me that Vertin is alive. Of course, she has the plot armor. Path of the past. Right. So, information about Duncan. But before we jump into the next part and this side info, I'll take a short bathroom break, so be right back. I'll be right back. One moment. And I'm back. Okay. So, let's look at the backstory for Duncan, I suppose. Relics of an old comrade, including a Zeno medal and a few letters filled with his wistful longing to see his daughter again. Alright, to be honest, I never had the courage to open these letters until I found that drowning girl. Okay. So wait, is that it, or can I do anything with it more? Usually there was a whole paragraph out of it that I could read. Weird. I'm missing something, I think. Oh, right, because this one had a recollection like this. And this one doesn't. So maybe that's it? Expected more out of it, but fair enough. So, next part. False accusations. This is part 7. Chapel of Our Lady of Sorrows. A man in black lifts a fallen statue.
I've never wanted to put San Paolo through this chaos.
He shields the faint flame in his hand, reigniting the candles one by one.
Order, peace, unity. Those are my purposes. Much has been wagered here, Marcando. Much. Now it has been lost.
Your Reverence, it was Zeno. Those animals will make them pay for what they did.
Presumably those are another splinter of Manus Vindictae people.
Is that why you've decided to grace us with your presence, Your Reverence? There is a lot to do if we're going to recover the ground I've lost, Your Reverence. And there's something more. A new doctor down at the veterans' residence.
So the artist knows what is Guayabera? I don't know what that is. You will have to elaborate. Also, as far as I know, it's not a single artist, it's an internal team of artists that they are using. It's a type of shirt. Okay, fair enough. Is this a distinct type of a shirt? There's a lot of to do if we are going to recover the ground we've lost, right, Your Reverence?
Some blind woman. I would not bother you with it, Lord Santos. Except that she's been helping people in the favela, and it is swaying them towards Zeno.
Who could that be?
Then this doctor is with Zeno.
Ah, okay. So I was on the right on the money with this guy being part of Manus Vindictae.
She must be. She's always at the veterans' residence. Spends most of the day with those old war dogs.
His expression is tense as he mops the sweat from his forehead.
A doctor gaining the trust of the people in the favela. She'd make quite the prize, wouldn't you say, Marcando? A much more valuable bargaining chip to Zeno than a few deserters.
Marcando understands perfectly. In Sao Paulo, kidnappings are as common as bread. Huh.
You will see this task through, Marcando. But before that, we need to pay a visit to the favela. I've brought us some new blood.
The way that he's speaking and his cadence of speaking, also the accent, makes me think of a Disney villain in some ways. It's hard to explain. Okay.
See? Just like this. Wrap the wire around it. Better do it twice. And align the red and black. Slowly.
He delicately connects the copper wire and the current buzzes to life.
Unbelievable!
It's science, kids. Nothing unbelievable about it.
Okay, that background really looked like a favela. Fair enough. That's good. All fixed, he hands the communicator back to Lopera.
I don't know how to thank you, Duncan.
She straightens the antenna, adjusts the channel, and hurriedly contacts the base to report the situation.
Admiral, Lopera just called in.
Put her through.
Lopera, it's me. What happened?
Our ship was sunk. Miss Sotheby and I washed ashore near the favelas. As for the timekeeper, she went overboard. We lost sight of her in the commotion. Her current status is unknown.
Yep. The Admiral remains expressionless. He raises a finger, signaling Mulder to inquire further.
We'll send people to find her and escort her to the veteran's residence.
Additionally, Lieutenant, I have some fresh recruits eager to enroll with Zeno. But they will need the Admiral's assurances that their families will be under our protection.
Do you now? Mulder looks at the Admiral. He nods in agreement.
They have it. What's their ETA?
They'll leave at once.
Hera.
That was abrupt.
That little hothead. Sir, your orders.
Leave the matter to me, Mulder. I will send someone to take care of this.
Mulder falls silent as she looks at her aging father, concern in her eyes. Silence spreads between father and daughter as the Admiral focuses on the dice in his hand.
What did the Admiral say?
He agreed.
Did you hear that? Zeno will protect us!
Good news indeed. The young man claps his hands in excitement. But just as the celebration starts, it's cut abruptly short.
I have no doubt. They were working for the Brotherhood.
The Apostles' Brotherhood? They've bounced back quicker than I'd hoped. Still, we need to be cautious. Figure out just what they're after.
That guy looks familiar.
It's the stranger she met on the ship. He's walking among the Brotherhood.
That's him! He was on the ship with me.
He walks towards the crowd, passing out food and other useful items to those he passes.
The Brotherhood has experienced a setback, yes, as all great causes do. But we will rise again, for we serve the one true purpose.
And what purpose is that exactly?
Hear me now, brothers and sisters, fellow arcanists. Our days of anguish and deprivation are over. The sufferer will walk among us once more, and we will bask in their divine grace.
Right, we've seen that, we've heard that song before.
The day of triumph draws near. Soon our wagers will pay off. All will reap what we have sown. And take their blessings. In return for this, they ask only for your unwavering allegiance.
Can you spell cult? Is that a cat on the roof or is it a dog? Over there? Looks like a cat to me. Or a very chunky, chubby dog, but no, that's probably a cat. Humongous cat then. Those exist, I would know. I have one. He pulls paper bills from his suitcase and throws them into the crowd. Yet the crowd remains still in their confusion.
My brothers and sisters, speak. What do you seek?
He's staying quiet, I'm guessing. No one answers him.
Senor, please. We only want to see our family again. Since they've joined the Brotherhood, We've had no word. We haven't seen or heard from them at all.
Nothing is more important than family.
But you will see them again soon. I tell you that they are even now faithfully serving our kind in a new land of prosperity.
Sounds like fancy way of saying slavery.
They're in Ushuaia, in Antarctica, in all places where the past and the future converge. There will be no more poverty, no more hatred, no more chaos. We shall reclaim what's rightfully ours. Remember this. Humans are vile and sinful creatures. They tortured our men and women, leaving our children to cry in hunger and desperation. But they've already played their hand. All their reason, their science, and their despicable organizations. They raised these rotten edifices to weaken us and leech off of our misfortunes, to blind us from our true purpose. But no longer. Soon their games will be over, and every injustice and oppression they've held over our people will be returned tenfold. All that they've built will crumble down over their heads.
Right, a proper cultish speech. The crowd whispers in hushed tones, afraid to speak any louder. Hiding nearby, Duncan quietly leans over to Lopera and whispers a few words before handing her a rabbit patch.
Tell me, my fellow brothers and sisters, what is evil?
DLC and early access games. That's my answer. No one answers. The murmurs of the crowd quickly fade, creating a heady silence. A few crows fly low overhead.
Evil is the absence of good.
That's kind of a circular logic.
And to find what is good is to follow our path.
Convenient.
The High One has promised us strength and glory.
Oh, Manus Vindictae masks. Yeah, don't touch those. The followers carry a box, emanating a sinister aura over to him. He opens it, revealing the blessing of the sufferer for all to see. Right, the mind control masks.
Come with me!
He throws open his arms as he calls out once more, taking a step back in humble reverence to the sufferer's glory.
That's a Manus mask.
That it is. In that nightmare back in 1929, disaster struck because of the people who wore these masks. The memory is still vivid in Sotheby's mind.
Sorrow will weaken you, and fear may seize your hearts. Instead, let faith be your guide. Those who take that leap shall find themselves lifted up on the apostles' wings, while those who hesitate will be scorched by the fires at their feet. I have said all that must be said. We'll meet again here in 3 days' time.
He leaves them with a gracious and generous deadline.
Don't listen to him! He's a lunatic!
The little lady bravely steps forward, fervently warning the crowd.
And just who are you?
Whoa. Put the gun down, dude.
Marcando.
Santos quickly stops his subordinate.
As students of the truth, we have been granted a much stronger weapon than violence.
Lopera, follow my lead.
He stands beside Sotheby, taking her hand in his.
Sir, please forgive her. She has mistaken you for those pirates on the Tiete River.
So just a misunderstanding then? I'm no lunatic after all?
Yes, Your Reverence. She came across a terrible raid on her way here, you see. The poor girl was left terrified.
What are you playing at, Duncan?
Well, I'll need more than a few words to convince my friends we have not been insulted.
Loyalty without tribute cannot be trusted.
I'm an old man with nothing to give you but the truth. Believe me, sir, I came all this way just for you. I want to join the Brotherhood.
What is his plan here? His words surprise everyone, and those who know Duncan are shocked, and those who don't are confused.
She didn't mean to offend any of the gentlemen here. Please, sir, she's only a kid.
Of course. I try never to take offense at a sweet young lady. However, if I'm to believe you, I will need you to up your ante to prove you are worthy, sir.
And what would that be exactly? The old man kneels just as he did when he played the role of Carson for Sotheby.
If that's what you need, Lord, allow me to sweeten the deal. See that guy over there? His name is Galeno. He's been recruiting for Zeno. He told me so himself.
What? He turns and points to at Galeno in the crowd.
Duncan?
Bring the young man closer, Marcando.
Are you out of your mind? Don't touch me!
Usually it's a few $1,000 each month. You get special tap water to scare away the bad luck though. Yeah, it's amazing deal. He tries to flee, but the thugs rush him on command. Okay, so it's a fight. Do we know that?
翻工啦！
They have dodges, right? Any non-ultimate attacks. This is going to be a problem. Okay, so we have to build up an ultimate.
Easy啦！
An interesting
Gotcha.
唔該晒，Lily。
I hate those dodge all statuses. They are annoying.
Don't resist.
Was it just for one round or will it refresh? No, it won't, so they are cooked. Okay. But just to be sure, let's do it like this.
No worries.
Copy that.
Relax.
This will do.
Let me think on it.
Thank you for your cooperation. I smell the scent of mint oil.
A wave 2 now, right? Yep. And they are dodging as well. Gotcha. So, let's buff in the
An
meantime.
interesting one.
Copy that.
Wrong.
Easy
Do
lah.
it like
No worries.
Let me think on it.
this.
Relax.
Alright. Next turn they're cooked.
And that's that.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Whoa, easy now.
Stop.
They're still fine. And now, let's explode their knees.
No worries. Relax.
Chocolate check.
We need some peaceful moments. to me.
陰森森、黑媽媽，盞燈是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊
喏，卡斯琳
And they are gone. Okay. In the chaos of the battle, Lopera grabs Sotheby and they hop onto a small wooden boat.
Let's go.
Surrounded, Galeno finally stops his struggle when a knife is pressed to his throat.
I admire your courage, but bravery alone won't protect you from harm. Tell me, son, is what he said the truth of it?
He turns his head, refusing to respond.
Now, you'll give me the names of Zeno's new recruits. Who are they?
A drop of blood falls from Galeno's neck as the cold blade of the knife presses into his skin.
Everyone! Every man and woman in this city that still has a shred of integrity!
Duncan punches Galeno squarely in the face, sending him reeling. What is his play here?
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
About that. Galeno looks at him. He has the same old look on his face, determined, brave, and resolute.
This young man has one day to think it through. He will give us his names.
He sheaths his knife and hands Galeno over to his new companion.
Or he will give us his eyes and tongue as offerings. Mr. Duncan, let this task be set on you. Prove yourself worthy of our trust.
It will be my honor, your reverence.
Marcando, you'll stay with them. Don't forget what I told you earlier.
That's a weird resolution to the scene. I guess he wants to buy into that guy's good graces to infiltrate the organization, maybe? Alright.
This place was once known for its inexhaustible mines, the riches of its rainforests, and its brave and passionate people. But now, the first two are gone. Chaos and power struggles loom over the younger generation, while the rich and well-connected sit atop their piles of corpses and rubble and feast, dining off golden plates with silver spoons, turning their noses up from the dogs at their feet. But that gold has lost its shine, and their silver spoons have tarnished. Everyone can see them for what they really are. So, what now? Either the people save themselves, or turn their fate over to the hands of the so-called savior. What would you do if it were you?
I'd save myself.
That's a smart choice. Now that the carnival's over, people have to deal with more than just their hangovers. They must figure out how to save their own skins. Most, though, will just run around like chickens with their heads cut off, begging for their pain to be taken away. But all they'll get is another morphine shot. Nothing close to a real solution. Fear spreads like a disease, until an entire generation is out on the streets, hoping to find anything that will lift them out of their misery.
Are we going to be alright?
No need to start panicking just yet. Things are still under control. Your lady friend has stepped up to solve this mess, and the veteran knows what he's doing. This city is unlike any you've seen before. You must learn its secrets to survive. Remember which street kids are from which alley, and what intel they can be relied on for. Learn the dates when the dealers bring their medicine into port, and figure out which water tanks hide the key to the local gang's safe house. Don't look at me for answers. It's none of my business.
Okay, so I think this will be the last main story part that we'll do today. But before we finish, I'll try to quickly go through all those encounters in hard mode, just the combat, to see how much clear drops it will give me. I'll give myself some stamina.
Dental checkup.
Easy that.
No worries.
唔該晒，Lily。
通幽动微，墨韵虚无。
Thank you for your cooperation.
Right, this is quick.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need.
So every round on hard is another 60. This is another 50. We are at
Back in town, everyone would be busy on a bright day like
1280
this.
currently.
The harvesters.
And we need... Ah, okay, we have enough right now. So, to finish off the stream, we can do the final pull on Kiprina's banner, because I won't be able to scrounge up much resources afterwards. So this is it. Either I get her now or I don't, and I'll be forever mad about it. Let's see what will happen. Technically, I have increased chances right now, so let's see if I'm lucky. That's my 7th 10 pull on this banner. It is a 6-star, but is it Kipirina? Okay, please. Yes, it is.
In the
Fuck yes.
we have something called a suitcase tree.
We are cooking with gas now.
We would put a suitcase down over a hidden trapdoor.
Amazing.
And one by one, we disappear into it. The
Just in
audience
the nick
loved
of time.
This trick, though, is much, much better. Do we all leave from the suitcase as well?
So, I currently own all 4 members of one of the strongest teams in the game.
Patience as a virtue.
So that's nice.
Always has
Paper Heron, Tooth Fairy, Ananli, and now Kipirina. I just need to level her now, and I have 1 complete team and 1 almost complete.
Look, I've just ironed my favorite
W
dress.
streamer like?
It's looking
Indeed.
almost as good as new now.
Let no
I know
one
it's
tell
only
you
to
ever
want,
that streaming
but I
doesn't
love it so much.
bring luck in gacha games. Anyone who says otherwise is lying. That totally works. At least for me it did. Every time. Okay, so during the weekend I'll gather resources to level her, and we'll have some chunky team for the upcoming chapters and whatnot. Goody. The whole designated team.
Oh, it's you. I'm still
Yep.
settling.
Heron, Tooth Fairy, Ananli, and Kipirina. There we go. The complete plant promptu team, or however people call it. I'm happy about it. Okay, so that's enough bragging for today. We'll be wrapping up with this amazing pool. I'll be taking like half an hour break to eat something quickly, and we'll be back with the next stream of Evil Within, the second one. So I recommend joining me in like, give or take, half an hour. The VOD of the stream will be up on my YouTube channel, which is linked in the description on Twitch. You can also type exclamation YouTube to get the link directly. The upcoming schedule for my streams is on my Discord server, which is also linked in the description, both on YouTube and on Twitch. And you can type exclamation Discord to get the link to it. Okay. So, for now, thank you for watching and see you around in half an hour. Ciao!